We're in the shop and we're loaded up and we're getting ready to head to the Mint 400 for the big racing event. In line for contingency, getting ready to be escorted by the police.
Oh, we just went through tech and there's a couple extra things that they want. A little bit bigger fire extinguisher and some more window net protection. So we're gonna go over to our buddies at PCI, pick up the parts real fast, put them on, and we go right through tech. Morning of the race, we just got everything prepped, all the trucks set and our pit plan in place. And in the car and over to staging by about 10:30. Well, it turned out that was a bit early because they had postponed some of the racing. So we kind of hung out and talked with some of the racers until about 12 o'clock when they filed us onto the start line. So we got an excellent draw for the Mint. We pulled 10th and we were excited to start somewhere up in front for a change. We started next to Matt Burrows. It was 2 at a time, about a minute apart, and we pretty much screwed the start up pretty well and Matt got ahead of us. So we lived in his dust for the first few miles and then kind of gained a rhythm. And once we got that, we started reeling him back in and going through the field a little at a time for the first 30 to 40 miles.
Yep, went right. Yes, I do.
So about 50 miles into lap 1, we were told by our team that we were in 4th place. Honestly, that was a really pleasant surprise. We had not passed that many people, so obviously some guys had dropped off. But we were excited to maintain these spots as we grabbed them and kind of keep a pace that was competitive. Coming into lap 2, we were told by our team that we were in 2nd place. So obviously we knew that Jake Carver, who was at 2nd earlier, had either pitted or had a problem, so we were bound and determined to keep that 2nd place spot and pace it for the rest of the race. During lap 3, we swapped spots with Jake quite a few times, and it was really cool to race with him and try and fight for that spot back and forth. Our fueling times in the pits were under 45 seconds. The pits were awesome. Our crew is incredible. They did a great job.
Get ready to throw it, David. Get ready to throw it. Everybody clear? Moving up and down, side to
As we started to get dark, we were on the lake bed following a larger truck, and we pretty much were just following his taillights in his dust. Well, we wanted to go around him, so we went to the left. As he turned right, well, that was a bad move because he was trying to avoid a water culvert with a 3-foot berm on it. So as we pulled around his left and he turned to the right, we went sailing off that 3-foot berm. In the air, we saw water. When we came out of it, all we saw was mud.
Where do we gotta go? Go right.
Lap 3, at the very end, we had a slow leak, probably from me pushing a little bit hard in the dust behind a truck. I think I clipped a rock at that time. But we had to stop and change that. And while we were changing it, Carver went flying right by us. And so we knew that we had lost second place and we were in third. We were trying to maintain that third place spot coming into pit B when the guys swapped out that spare tire and let us know that we lost the jack at the same time.
Bye.
Spare tire good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your jack?
What?
Where's the jack?
It must have come off.
So we made the decision to run the final lap with a relaxed pace just to maintain third place, so we didn't run it into a rock and get a flat that we couldn't change without a jack.
Horn. Give him the horn.
How'd it go, Tony?
Good, man. Got them all filled up and changed out the spare tire for them.
Hell yeah, pit 2, you guys f***ing rock. You killed it, thank you. Had that f***er floored. Nice save. 927 race. Approximately 21 minutes and 30 seconds behind first place.
On lap 4, about 15 miles from the end, we were in solid third place. Mitch Guthrie came up and passed us, and we knew that that was our podium spot.
Yeah.
We weren't about to let him get away if we could, since he had started 2 minutes ahead of us. We knew that we just had to finish the race less than 2 minutes behind him. So we picked up the pace, took the chance on the flat, and finished fairly closely with him at the end of the race. And the officials came up and let us know that we had third.
Yeah, woo! See you there in a bit. Yeah, fucking yeah. Finally finished one up at the top.
Great personality, number 1. Great speaker, number 2. And you can drive okay.
At the end, we ended up on the podium. We were told we had third. We celebrated third, and we didn't get much sleep that night. But the next day, we found that the results had changed, and we got fourth place with Dustin Jones getting third. That was kind of depressing, but we found out that Dustin's tracker never worked throughout the whole race, so he wasn't part of the live tracking that we were following. As it turned out, when they counted all the manual times, Dustin was much faster than us. He deserved a spot, and we're really excited for Dustin to take third. We're really proud of this race because it's the first time that our car has run start to finish with very little or no problems. We're able to run a pace that we know we can maintain and stay in the top 4. We're also super excited about this race because the top 5 cars all had shock therapy components. So for us, top 5 anywhere in it was a win for all of the guys that finished so well. So after the race is over, we feel that the Mint's a good turning point for us. Hopefully we can maintain finishes like this throughout the rest of the season. Coming up next is Laughlin. It's more of a sprint race, so we're going to turn it up and run as hard as we can and see if we can't maintain a podium position.
Tell me you're starting. I will pay you.
I'm starting 10th?
Yeah.
What do you say we smoke?
I don't know.
Suck it. Racing water.
A lot better.
You ready to race? Yeah. Let's get Greg all fired up. I want that adrenaline pumping.
I'm a natural high guy. Can Brandon keep his car running this race? Your opinion, go.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Craig probably can, but Brandon can't.
I can keep Brandon's car running.
You go from the back, check the front. I'll come to the back and around. It's gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna go fast like usual. This is my life.
Oh.
And this guy over here, oh hey, let me film you, let me take pictures.
Captain you are.
I can't do much else. I don't even know the difference between a screwdriver and a hammer. I'm dancing for you, Chase. This is the race Lambada. First visual in the car was pretty good. Fuel stop was awesome.
Man, that's a nice looking pit you guys got there. Look at them lights. You to second place and 4 miles behind you to fourth place. Deal the beast.
What just happened, babe?
We just won the Man 400.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing.
What was it like out there? How's your butt feel, and what was the action like?
Man, butt started hurting going into the 4th lap. I'm gonna go to the tree bar.
Man, when did we get all this?
Following that buggy.
No,
Following that.
it was that trophy light right before we got on the highway on the last lap, and it was like, ooh, he just roosted us.
No wonder you got second place.
Basically, we floored it almost the whole entire time, but we hit a couple of rocks and had 2 flats, so, but ex-discount tire worker right here had it changed out in like 30 seconds, so it's no big deal. I gotta fix my stash though. How's it look? It's probably good enough for Chase.
I gave it a second place.
Pretty sure the guy that got first can't even grow a mustache, so I should have been first.